It's your host, Sonja with SiegeTV, and you are now watching a new episode of Siege Entertainment Television.
Siege Magazine.
Today on SiegeTV, we'll be hanging out with super producer Zaytoven and the lovely Miss DJ Princess Cut, coming to you live from the world-famous Patchwork Studios here in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, this is Sonja. We're back with another episode of Siege TV. And as you can see, we have a lot of girl power in the building. We have Miss DJ Princess Cut with us today. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Good, I'm good. And in a world full of men that's saturating the whole industry, how are you making this possible for yourself today?
Well, I've been grinding really hard for the last 10 years or so.
Wow.
I started DJing basically in the same way Mel would, like on Technique 1200s and Best X Mixer and with vinyl records,
Wow.
you know, in the club. And I basically took it from there. And I've been very persistent with what I do and just make a lot of, you know, the right connections.
Say it's like the best thing about being a DJ.
The best thing about being a DJ, it's a couple of things. One, I would say, is the feeling that you get from the crowd.
That participation.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no matter what kind of day you're having, if it's a stressful day, as soon as I touch the turntables, I feel better.
You know, keep the crowd moving, and people love. They need you to, you know, to make that, to give that energy to the crowd. It has to be a good feeling.
Exactly, and just to reach people and be able to travel and interact with people around the world.
And who maybe has inspired you to make you say, hey, I want to be out there, I want to be one of the best DJs out there? Who has inspired you to do that?
As far as like in the DJ world, Jazzy Jeff, Q-Bird, Magic Mike, DJ Shorty. She's actually a female DJ that's like killer DJ from Atlanta. Yeah, I really look up to her. And then, you know, just making my parents proud.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's a good feeling, definitely. And what mixtapes can we look out for right now that you may have out that we should check out for?
I actually have some new mixtapes coming out, but right now, all my mixtapes are on live. Well, a lot of my mixtapes are on livemixtapes.com and my website, sweetboxjones.com. And I just released actually a couple independent artist mixtapes. One of them we were just playing with MJ49 and female Misha Wright, the Blind Bandit mixtape. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff coming out though.
Great. And one thing I did notice is that not only are you working with artists, but you have a lot of retailers that are out there that you're working with, some brand names out there.
Oh yeah.
And not many people are doing that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I work with Adidas, Saks. My longest client that I just absolutely love is Neiman Marcus.
Oh wow.
I've been DJing Neiman Marcus at Lennox Mall's events for like 9 years now.
Your Hoodridge affiliation also. Is not many females doing that?
I'm the only female DJ in Hoodridge. Those are my brothers. It's DJ Scream, Spins, Corey B, Pretty Boy Tank. It's quite a few of us. They have been following my movement for a while, especially Scream. And then, you know, also DJ Jelly and DJ Monte have, you know, totally had my back like the whole time I've been DJing. Awesome. But yeah, it feels good, you know, to be able to represent with these fellas, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course you did already mention the Oprah tour, and we did see that. How did that come about for you? Because I had to be the phone call of something that made you so excited.
The phone call of my career. Actually, my manager, Tamiko Hope, got a phone call from the music director that's been with Oprah for I think like 20 years now, from Harpo. And I guess he had done his research and, you know, found the best female DJ. But then actually Oprah, the company that partnered with Oprah was Beats by Dre. Yeah. And they were searching around actually for different DJs, but I was referred to Beats by Dre by a few people, which kind of sealed the deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we do applaud you for so much of your success
thank you.
that you're doing right now. And where can we find you online? Because we have a lot of social heads out there that want to be able to find you and log on and follow you.
Online, you can find me at my website is sweetboxjones.com. I keep, you know, my calendar updated. I got some mixes on there, you know, just different things. I try to keep my blog going. Okay. Also, YouTube is a very cool thing for me. youtube.com/SweetBoxTV, and I do an interactive interview show with artists, DJs, just different people on there. So about to start a new season for that now.
Awesome. And definitely, if you have any shout outs, anybody you want to speak to, or
yeah, for sure. I would love to shout out everybody that has had my back, this whole time. All my friends, family, definitely my manager, Tamiko, who grinds hard for me. My Hood Rich Brothers, other style DJs, Queen Cartel, my female DJs that I deal with. And, just stay on the lookout. Right now, I'm actually filming the Oprah tour. We have some more dates coming up. Houston, Miami, which is my birthday weekend, San Jose, and Seattle. And I do a monthly event, first Wednesdays at El Bar in Atlanta. That's on Ponce de Leon Avenue. And the theme for my event is Hood House. It's a real fun theme, Basically, I love house music, progressive house, deep house, electro swing, a few things. And I mix, my Southern girl, hood, music in with that. It's just a real cool mashup vibe.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll definitely be checking you out. And again, thank you so much for being with us. And we'll be back with another episode of SiegeTV. We'll see you guys soon.
I'm DJ Princess Cut, Sweetbox Jones, and you're watching SiegeTV. This is Sonja, and you're watching SiegeTV, and we are pleased to have producer and DJ Zaytoven with us today. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. And with so many credits to your name, tell us about some of the projects that you worked on for some of our viewers.
It all started back around 2004. I had my first big song. It was So Icy.
Okay. Starring
Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane. And so, I worked with Gucci Mane real closely for his first, really all his albums. So that's why I started building my name.
Okay.
So went from there to working with, Usher and Migos and, a lot of Nicki Minaj, a lot of, big artists.
Wow. And as far as when you're developing a track for an artist, what is your process to find something that's unique that makes them stand out and make that hit record that you make?
You know what? I really don't look, when I do music, when I do tracks, I don't really have somebody just in particular in mind when I do it. I just sit home, sit at my keyboard and drum machine and just start making music. So then when I start giving the beats out to certain people, it stick out to them. Yeah. And they put their thing on it.
So what would you say is your signature sound? We hear the radio come on, it's like that's a Zaytoven beat right there, definitely.
When you hear organs like somebody in church and you hear the organs playing in the background, that's Zaytoven because that's like my signature sound.
Got you. And what would you say, who or what inspires you to do your music?
I mean, just the music in general. I've always been a fan of music. I grew up, in church playing, instruments, drums and keyboard and organ. So that's what really inspires me, just the music and stuff.
What producers do you feel are making a name out there that you look up to, that you may inspire to be like?
Now my all-time favorites were DJ Quick, Dr. Dre, and Timbaland. Those guys.
Some of the heavy hitters.
Yeah, the heavy hitters. Yeah.
Definitely. And who would you like to work with that you have not worked with in the industry? There's so many people out there doing their thing. Who would be excited to work with?
That I haven't worked with. You know what?
You work with a lot of people.
I work with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I haven't worked with Beyonce.
Oh wow.
I'd like to work with her.
That'd be awesome. So Beyonce.
Yeah, come on now. Come on, see me.
Exactly. And you've been in this game for so long. What contributes to your longevity to be out there to just keep your name out? I was going through your list today and I was like, wow, you had so much music and from so long. Like how do you keep that going?
I think the key to having longevity or staying in the game is keeping up with the youngsters, the new talent that's coming in the game. I never look down on the guys that don't have the money, to pay me right offhand. It's just like if I see the talent in somebody, that's young and new, I extend my hand. I work with them until they blow up. So that's what kept me in the game so long.
Exactly. So you're working with independents as well, not just the mainstreamers.
My whole career is built off the independents.
You think right now that you're working on that we should know about, or our viewers should check out that you have coming up?
What I'm very proud of right now is I'm having my second movie come out this year on Christmas.
Oh wow.
It's called Finesse. Starring me and a lot of Atlanta rappers, a lot of famous Atlanta rappers. So my first movie did real good. First movie called Birds of a Feather came out on Netflix and Walmart, and it did real good. It did wonders for me. Being a producer, our faces don't get seen
That's a
and shown as
different
much.
side.
That's a different side. So
Exactly.
so the second movie, I'm very proud of. Very proud of that. So that's what
that's
y'all need to
December.
look
That's
at.
coming out.
December, finesse the
Okay,
movie.
we'll definitely be looking out for that. And where can we find you online as far as some of your work? Some music out there that we can come out there right now and find you online?
Online, of course, live mixtape, that feel. You know, like I say, like my movie and my music is always on iTunes. So,
Okay.
you know, and if you're looking for me like on Twitter and Instagram, everything is Zaytoven Beats, Beats with a Z at the end. So.
Okay, and we definitely appreciate you being with us today. And be sure to watch this interview and more at SiegeMagazine.com. Any final shout outs for us today? Anybody want to speak to out there?
Let me shout out to Miko Hope. She's the one who got me up here.
Shout out to Miko. We definitely love Miko. We'll check you guys out in a minute. Thank you for watching SiegeTV. Make sure you check us out at www.siegemagazine.com. You can also reach us at siegemagazine@gmail.com. Also at Twitter at SiegeMagazine.